Kolubah alone. All the people that I wrote the justice ministry that the government has put now to take away my life have been taken from this paper. The court, the government have dropped charges against all my securities to use them as state witness. I want you people to be aware that the government had decided to carry on witch hunt. Ambassador Weah had decided to carry on his dictator attitude against me. And it will not work because I believe in the court. That is why every time the court call for the case, I'm always there before time. You ask the judge, he will tell you. When I go there, I sit in the doubt because I want justice to be served. And I know justice will be served. I'm 100% sure that justice will be served. So you please know that when Yekeh says something, that's a reality. I don't say something and joke with it. I'm aware that the government want to get rid of me. You think I'm not aware? I'm aware. But for each time they play, they play their coup. People from among them will give me the information through my phones. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we want to say today, I listened to the president's speech. The president talked about state of emergency to be declared on Friday. And the president also took himself to become chief clerk to inform the legislature to reconvene on tomorrow. You see why I said we should be a separate branch under the, we should be placed under the executive? Because the president is giving us instruction to assemble tomorrow in the to have joint session tomorrow. You cannot tell us when to have joint session. You get your document ready before you. Like talk about April 12th. Then you say the state of emergency will start April 10. Then you say the state of emergency will start in March 10. We agree, Mr. President. The Liberian people hold your speech. Next year, March 10, the president say the state of emergency is going to start. Because you're very insensitive. You know what to do. All you want to do now, you are put in position where they will go and take the Liberian resources and bring it back to you. Mr. President, I'm asking you to please put something aside for the print and electronic media. Yeah. The print and electronic media, please put something aside for them. The people are struggling. Some of them to their offices, they are not taking pay for 6-7 months. So when you call them to come to work, you should be able to give them something. Don't eat all you want, like you know you want to do. You have sent your office staff to run behind the Liberian resources to carry it back to you, so you can loot the Liberian money. In a state of emergency, there should be some provision of the Constitution that's supposed to be discussed in it. Because if you just open a blanket state of emergency where the Liberian will now have the right of habeas corpus. When you arrest a citizen because you want to create this state of emergency to arrest us, where there will be no habeas corpus, then for the court to demand you to bring us before the court so you can keep us there, Mr. Dictator. That is what we're going to discuss. Thank God, Mr. Chief Clerk, Mr. Ambassador, we are Chief Clerk. You have informed us that we'll be in the joint chamber tomorrow. We'll be having the joint session tomorrow, so we can discuss this. We're going to discuss it. In my mind, before you create a state of emergency, you must pay the people to be able to get money to buy food for their homes. Yeah, we agree you get money, you get the donors money, you can use it any kind of way you feel like. But the Liberian people do not have money. We agree you have created a state of emergency, but please tell Honorable Koji to stop running behind our citizens down Wallasa and harassing them. That's harassment to the highest. Mr. March 10, 2021. We know the state of emergency starting next year. The president have announced that March 10 next year, 2020, the state of emergency will start. I'm not saying it. I'm quoting the president of this country. That I see something big on the paper that I don't know it. The only thing he knows is to chop the Liberian money. Mr. President, but I can show you that the case between you and myself, I will defeat you, Begube. I will defeat you. And we want to say today, the president has set up bad precedents in this country. There's a provision in the Constitution that says, any decision that is taken by any judges, they cannot be held liable for it. But you have set up bad precedents. So we want the judges to be aware that any government come, they can impeach them. You people allow Cabinet General to be impeached against the Constitution. And you people have set up bad precedents. So we are watching you people for the next government to come. So when they start impeaching judges around here or justices around here, do not complain because you accepted it from the initial stage. Bad governance. Dictatorship. Mr. President, you are a dictator. You are a strong dictator and we know it. But we're going to the house tomorrow. I'll be calling on the Liberian people that if those provisions are not met, so we can tell the president, Mr. President, the Constitution say, Article so and so say, that in the state of emergency, there should be something for habeas corpus. The Constitution section, they say this. I can't remember it. But we'll bring it out tomorrow in session. If we have to go, because the chief clerk, Ambassador Weah have announced will be in session tomorrow. He's a new chief clerk of the house now. So, Liberian people, the president have now announced that the state of emergency will be starting next year, March 10, 2021. So, be aware. Be aware. I'm not saying it. Don't quote me. Quote the president because it's in his State of Nation address. You spoke for 2 minutes. You didn't say nothing with sense. Everything you said was about chopping money. You just want to declare so you can chop the Liberian resources. But you will be prosecuted, Mr. President. You set the precedence to impeach Cabinet General. You have set the precedence for all to go against the Constitution to prosecute you, to bring the Liberian money that you use to build your property in 19 duplexes and buying properties in Ghana every month. You're buying property in Ghana. Take me to the court. I will take my evidence there. I go to Ghana most of the time, Mr. President. So please be aware that they have dropped the charges against my security. And they will be coming as state witness on Friday. They will be bringing 3 of them as state witness on Friday against me. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I hope you people prevail on the people to keep something on the side for the press, the print and electronic media, so you people can get something. Don't do free work. James Goodday Flomo, don't do free work. The institution do not have money. The government owe the institution money. You prove me wrong. And they can't pay. Then they want you to do free work. While they get people there, Judy Andy, then they give them 10,000 just to sing one song. And Barcelona, we have to 5,000 to go in studio to sing one song. How much money will get Takun J then? So Takun J then not sing again. They have left everything with him. Mr. Musician, go and sing. We'll be listening to you. Thank you for coming and thank you very much. It's clear.
My name is Obed Sebastian.
Oh yeah, Obed. General, go ahead. I don't need the general here.
Yeah, for Joe FM TV. Honorable Kolubah, your presentation of this particular court document today to the media seems like you're troubled or disturbed at this. That your security now have been relieved from what they've been initially indicted of and they're going as state witness against you. Are you truly troubled by this?
I am not. I'm aware that what's going to happen. You think I'm not aware? I'm aware that I took the action I took. And the Liberian people didn't believe what I was taking the action. And I took the action. This is what came out of the action. All the charges have been dropped against them. Look, when you enter the court, I have not been directly indicted by anybody, including the police officer. I have not been directly indicted. When you come to the case, the only thing the police officer said, Keita, Morgan, Keita, Morgan, all the witnesses that came. Keita, Morgan beat the man. They took the man to Yekeh house. Keita, Morgan beat the man. They have not said Yekeh beat the man. You understand what? You think I'm afraid? Look, I'm not afraid. I will drag Ambassador Weah to the mud. I drag his candidate in 2017. I think I will drag your candidate. Why were in 14,800? Your candidate were in 4,200. I drag his candidate. You think I'm afraid? I will drag Ambassador Weah to the mud. And after his term, he will be prosecuted. We'll drag him to the court.
Yeah. Honorable Yekeh Kolubah, my name is James Goodday Flomo, Spoon FM. I listened to you reacting to the president's statement that he just issued a few minutes ago regarding the state of emergency. What is it that you as a lawmaker, though the president has called for a joint session tomorrow, what is the problem, or what you want the president to say that will help to impart lives while we observe this constitutional mandate?
What I want the president to say is to tell Honorable Koji to stop running after our people down water, sir. Is to pay the civil servant, let them get money to be able to buy. It's not a bad thing if the virus is in this country to stay home because nobody want to die. But it's not timely. You can't have a state of emergency where people do not have money to buy food. You can't have a state of emergency where you running after our people, they got to go find food to eat every day. We can't have a state of emergency where you imposing that the people down where are paying their store red, white, and blue when they do not have money. So the money they're supposed to find food with, they are being forced to buy pin. Okay. So it's not timely.
Follow up to that question. Follow up. What is your fear? Today you have one of those people that used to be around you going now as a state witness. What is your fear? And next to that, how prepared are you? I listened to you talking about defeating the president in this case. How prepared are you when it comes to defeating the president?
I am prepared. I'm not afraid that anybody going to go testify against me. Because the records are there. They made statement to the police station. Are they going to contradict their own statement that they made to the police station? Are they going to do that? So we watch to see. Look, I believe in the court. I will always say this. I believe in the judgment of the court. I believe in the judgment of the court. I believe in the judgment and the wisdom of this judge. He will make a sound judgment. And whatsoever judgment that will come out, I will accept it. Because in my mind, I believe in him. I believe you are a God-fearing person. And he knows the truth. He knows the truth. And the truth will be spread on the meanings. To our people. Look, state of emergency is not a normal thing. It's not something that can be that is common in this country. I've never been here before. Because look, when you hear other people talk about state of emergency, they get the people prepared. You can be hungry and do state of emergency, Ambassador. We are not because your stomach full. Our people's stomach empty. Pay them. Let the people get their money. Go in the land. You stay in the land. When you go to the bank, you can't get your own money. Where's the money? How the people buy things to stay in their homes to eat? They are listening to the president and say only family heirs will come out. You know how long it will take you to determine who is your family heir? They mean lack of knowledge. He ain't got one knowledge. He ain't got one idea. I'm saying Ambassador Weah ain't got one knowledge. He ain't got, you want to ask me who you're referring to, right? I'm saying Ambassador Weah ain't got one sense. Maybe when I say knowledge, you're not understanding. He ain't got one sense. So he just talk the way he feel like. The press conference should have been here by 12. Now so, you know why I went to 1 o'clock? Because while in the hallway they asked him a question, he couldn't answer. He was feeling forgetting what was in the press statement. So they took him back for rehearsal.
You wasn't there.
I was there. I get the information. How do I get information? How do I get information? You understand what I'm saying? So they took him back for rehearsal. When they went to rehearse him, when he came back, he still forgot about April 10 and went to March 10. The guy is very dull. He get doctor. The mean doer that was charged that said I gave them the instruction have been released. So the facilitator now is a mean man now. So we'll fight the case.
You think they're trying to transfer the crime?
That's what they're trying to do. But crime is not transferable under the law. That we know. That crime is not transferable under the law. If you're my son, you committed any crime, I'll come in at KMTV. If you're my son and you committed any crime, your crime cannot come to me. It's not transferable under the law. I served the Liberia National Police for 15 years. You understand? The police officer got there, he couldn't indict me. He said, because I'm a permanent citizen of this place. When the crime went on, I couldn't take no action. So I was supposed to take action or the police supposed to take action. Lying on an oath. But the day will reach where the judge will make his judgment. We wait for that day for the judge to make his judgment. This between the president and myself. I criticize him every day. So he want to get to me, he want to kill me, he want to take away my life. Today my family not here like in Ezra. Because can you imagine twins, young babies, 2 months were traveling. The president ordered that she seize their passport. How disgraceful that man is. You're embarrassment to this country. Yeah, go ahead with your question. I decide, my man, if you're working for me, I sleep tomorrow, I have bad dream, but I will sack you. I'm not answerable to Buffer Chima. I'm not answerable to him. I'm my office affairs. And he got a challenging to get involved.
What will you advise your colleagues?
We should disagree with the president for the first time in the history of the 54th. to disagree with the president, that telling him that the state of emergency is not timely, our people do not have food to eat, and the country is very tough. Maybe curfew can be okay. After 6 o'clock, people go in. But state of emergency entails a lot of things. They're coming to start arresting people and keeping them as their will. That's what the president, that's what the dictator want to do. That's what he's coming to start arresting people and keeping them as his will. You understand what I'm saying? But I blame him, I blame the Liberian people that brought the embarrassment to themselves.
All right, Thomas Johnson, the broadcast came in from the collaboration of political parties, women. So now you rejected the bucket. Are you saying lawmakers are not part of this fight against the coronavirus?
We are part, we're not running campaign. I say you must take a picture from on it and keep it to rehab. That's what I'm saying. We are part of it. You saw us dividing bucket here. I did not put picture on it. The money, the people, the money that came, they're not a personal money, Ambassador Weah. The time you play football, you want all the title in the country. You do nothing with your money. Don't use the Liberian resources to enrich yourself. To use the Liberian with their own money. That's what I said. When he take those pictures from them, they bring them back here, I will take them and give them to my people. And now he campaign chair, yeah? Then you go under the sycamore tree and go run a campaign there.